It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA at Heinz Field. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend of the NFL is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And some room to maneuver. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. 43 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. On first down, right back to Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A give, running right, Etienne. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 24.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And Hyde will not get there as they force him to the ground shy of the marker. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And Lambeau will put this one through. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Myles Jack there to make the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Being chased out left. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Come on.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this one is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll run with Etienne. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
A handoff for Etienne. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. They'll have a 1st down past the 40. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. They run the counter. It's Harris. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. An option handoff given to Harris. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steeler 1st down on a pickup of 11 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. And the pressure gets to him again. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
That is caught by Smith-Schuster. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now back to throw. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. So they'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Forced it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
So that'll back him up 5. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. Back to throw. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, the decision there, 4th and goal. They go for it, but this ball intercepted in the end zone.
Hey, how about some applause for the stand by this defense? Just to force them into a 4th and goal situation was one thing, but then to get the interception, keep them off the scoreboard, that's a job very well done.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They go play action now. Lawrence going for the deep ball. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Steelers take over first and 10
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
They'll throw now on the final play. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Again, it's Mostert. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal.
Safety's creeping.
They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
92 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. And they'll run here with Etienne. A 1st down and more. Etienne past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 54 yards. And the Jaguars on just 2 plays have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They'll run with Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. On play action, they'll throw. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. They'll run with Mostert. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Raheem Mostert. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. He'll buy some time right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, fourth quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's a give to Etienne. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 156 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Brings up 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Etienne once more. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Hyde running right. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's got room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
From talking with defensive backs and their coaches over the years, they hate to see 4 guys in a route like this because the safeties are often occupied. It creates indecision. They're unsure about who goes with who. And the quarterback, he just reads the most vulnerable safety and takes advantage of it for a big play here.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, Sam off.
They'll run. It's Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Another tote for Etienne. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Etienne. And they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with the flag down. Well, this could set up a very interesting decision. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. A handoff for Etienne. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Etienne. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. Going for it. Here's Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Steelers 13. Josh Lambeau, the kickoff for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Mostert now to return. Now on the return. Oh, no, the ball is loose. And the Jags grab it.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he is unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands?